Crochet time. Now the real fun begins, and this is absolutely the most labor intensive part of dreading. So take your time and don't stress too much about your technique or how you're holding the hook, because you need to kind of work out a way to hold the hook that suits you and that you're comfortable with. And it won't be long until you get your groove and you speed up during this process.
So think of the crochet step as having two parts. The first part is working your way down the length. I'm pushing the hook in and out on a slight downwards angle, and I'm being quite rigorous in my movements to further condense the hair in order for the dreadlock to start taking shape. Take care here, because these small needles are sharp and stab wounds whilst dread making are not uncommon. You can actually put tape on your thumb and forefinger on the opposite hand to protect them. The second part involves going back over the dread, and this time I'm being a bit more careful and intentional about the hair I'm grabbing from the opposing side and pulling into the dread. So rather than just pulling it and releasing it, I'm staying a little longer. I'm pushing that hook back and forth, front to back. This is really going to help the locking happening within the dread. The fingers holding the dread also play an important part. I need to rotate that dread as I work my way down it to make sure all sides are being crocheted, but I can also feel the pressure of the hook and where it's moving inside the dread. I can feel where the dread is firming up and becoming quite compact, and likewise I can feel where it's a bit loose and puffy and may need more crocheting.
So from this point forward, now it's just a matter of repeating this process through each section of hair. There's no denying it. It is tedious. Take your time. Some people even make their dreadlocks over a matter of days. And if you do feel like the process and the technique is really difficult at first, honestly, it does get easier. After your first, second, or third dread, I'm sure you'll find your groove and you'll find out what works for you. The real dreading doesn't actually begin until the dreadlock starts to mature. This is the foundation work. Providing you followed these steps and you did really good, nice, clean sections, you can't go wrong from here. So just take your time and enjoy the process. And in our final step, we're going to touch on palm rolling and a few of the things you can do moving forward for maintenance.